This session, we're going to enhance what we did looking at psoas, muscle of the soul, releasing all feel-good chemicals and hormones into flooding your system with those, boosting happiness. But at the same time as that, we're going to also start to work with the brain-body connection of your gut. And again, recent research has found out lots of really interesting surprises when it comes to the well-being of our gut. Enjoy releasing and relaxing through your feet and your ankles. Let's bend through the knees. Tuck your hips in neutral. Sweep relaxation through back and waist and into your belly. And let's really focus on flooding good quality oxygen and breath into the belly. Down deep into your hips. Traveling that relaxation up to your rib cage now. Let's extend up and out just a few inches there. Bring the shoulders forwards and up. Take them all the way back and down. Open up through your chest. Bringing alignment through the full length of your spine. Deep breath here. As you breathe out, let's raise our fingers up towards the sky. Lengthen, press your feet into the ground. Feel your connection with the ground. Now slide the shoulder blades down the back. Release the shoulders, bring your hands round by your side, open the palms upwards towards the sky. And just take a moment to rest in this alignment. Just really remember what alignment, true alignment feels like, and allow your muscles to relax. As you breathe, deep relaxation throughout your body, mind, and your spirit. Raising hands up towards the sky. And from here, you could take your footing a little bit wider if you'd like to. And as we bring the hands down, we're going to just dip into a little bit of a plie there. Bring the hands upwards. Down. Feel that energy that you're drawing upwards from the earth. And breathing. You can make that movement deeper each time if you like. And you're bringing your hips back, nice straight back. And this next time we're going to raise our hands upwards and keep them up to the sky. You can gently twist through, lengthen through one side and a side bend. And allow your hands to just gently flow with that movement. Coming back into center. Other side. And on this last one here, take it out to the side. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Open up out through the chest. You can bend down to your knees if you like, or you can keep them extended. You're feeling that lengthening through the waist. We can take that now on diagonal. Bring your body into tabletop position. And gently coming up into center. Lovely. Let's do that. Again, let's come to the side, lengthen. Make it nice and smooth. Pass through center, take it to the other side. back through center, take it to the other side. Through center, and this time extending out to the other side. And we're going to hold that position for a moment. Open out through the chest. Lengthening through waist. We can take that on diagonal now. Coming round into tabletop, pivot out of your hips. And gently come one vertebrae at a time back upwards into center. Bring the shoulder blades low and the hands round by your side. Lower the hands down by your side. We're going to tune in more to that connection we have with the ground and to our lower half here. Starting with this bend through knees. You can place your hands on the outside of your hips if you would like to. And we're gently working with raising that Kundalini energy at the same time. Another couple here. Beautiful. Here, let's bring one foot round and the toes of the other out to the side. Keep the hips facing forwards. You can extend through that foot if you would like to. Nice alignment. Open up through your chest. Now make sure that your knee doesn't collapse. It's going to want to come forwards. Take it wide. Bring your hands round to center. Chest remains open and bright. Let's extend through that bent knee. Walk the foot into center. Wow. Gently to your knees. Nice. You can make this movement a bit bigger, a bit smaller if you like. Take the knees wider this time perhaps. And this time, bring that foot round, open up through that front foot. Bend through that knee. Rib cage is open and bright to the front. Hips are open to the front. Really push that knee gently back. So we're opening out through that inner thigh. Releasing and stretching out through muscles, and the opposing muscles we're strengthening and toning. Bring the hands round. Nice. Take the footing. A little bit closer. Place one hand on womb space, one hand on the low back, in towards your kidneys. Bend through your knees. We're just going to roll the hips round. It's an Omi movement. We're not going to focus so much on, oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? We're not going to focus so much on the technique of that movement. More just to think about freeing up through your hips. Feeling into the soothing movements. Take the hands wide. Bring the hands down. Reverse it perhaps. Bring the other hand to your belly, the other hand to your back. Feel your kidneys, each of your internal organs. One of our friends lost connectivity there in our live class. You can bring this back to standing and work with that waving arm whilst I just quickly readmit them into the group. I'm going to take the waiting room off as well, because perhaps with it being a holiday, extended holiday, long holiday weekend, there might be a little surge in people connecting online. So we're just going to take that off. And so coming down now into, welcome back, Paulette. I've disabled the waiting room for you there in case you have an issue connecting. Again, nice to see you back. Woo! You didn't miss much. We're just literally coming back into now a figure of 8 after that inner thigh stretch. We did some omis. From here, let's really, now that we've activated through each of those internal organs, you can place your hands on your belly. We're going to go with one of those gorgeous self-massages. We're going to boost our digestive system, bringing this movement all the way around. So I'm going to reverse this so that you can see it the way you should perform it. So it's going to come all the way around. So we're going to come down on the left, around and up on the right. Down on the left, up and around on the right. You can use as much pressure as feels good for you. And we're just using a flat hand, the palm of your hand. You can place your other hand over the top if you'd like extra pressure. And you're going to work right the way down into that pelvis area, and all the way upwards. I should mention, if you are in trimester 2 or 3 of pregnancy, best to avoid this, but otherwise you are good to go. And just place your hands there. This is a wonderful thing to do at certain phases of the moon. Perhaps you have the moon in your belly. And this is a wonderful thing to do for yourself then. Also, this next movement, take a deep breath in. All right, with that breathing motion, we're going to extend through the belly. We're going to bring a gentle camel movement all the way down. How'd that feel? Good? So we're going to make this really slow and smooth and flowing. Use your upper abs, mid abs, low abs, pelvic floor. If you're not sure of this technique that I'm doing here, camel, just have a little check on our playlist, the intermediates, and definitely on the beginners playlist, belly dance for beginners. You'll find camels within there. And these are tremendous for your digestive system. Your whole gut is going to thank you for this. But not just that, each of your internal organs, that body-brain connection, the body-mind connection is unbelievable, and modern science is just discovering that we don't just think with our brain, we actually think with other parts of our body as well, and they inform and enrich our experience. At the same time as this, we're increasing the flexibility of our spinal column, which is wonderful, not only for your mobility right here and right now and in later life, but also the information that's passed from your brain to your body and your body to your brain, that body-mind connection, it travels through that information superhighway that is your spinal column. So with this movement, we're doing so much. The other thing we're doing is natural pain relief. And in a moment, we're going to have an opportunity to try out this movement on the mat. Help yourself to a little cushion, a little spot of hydration if you would like one, and then join me down on your mat. You can join me in any way that works for you. I might suggest, first of all, a cross-legged position or similar. Sitting up high on hip bones, nice open chest. Let's take the footing nice in front of us. Bring the heels together. We're just going to gently open up through the hips whilst we're here. I'm a big fan of this particular opening of hips. Let's raise upwards through the spine nice and straight. Bring the ribcage up and over and out. Take it nice and wide. Good, deep breath here. As we breathe out, let's come back into center, one vertebrae at a time. So before we go on and work more with the gut, we're going to do a little release of the psoas muscle of the soul that we had been working with previously. So we're going to extend one foot outwards behind us, and with our hands, let's bring them about shoulder width apart. Take that foot nice and wide, and then you can either rest here and feel this deep stretch through your your outer thigh, the hip flexor. You can feel that through there. So you can hold it here, or you can come down to rest. Bring alignment throughout the spine. Now in the last session, we went on to bring an additional option of raising through that back leg and showing the sole of your foot to the sky, the heel up towards the sky, the toes slightly further down to the ground. And if you want to, you can gently release that now, gradually releasing. Second option here is to tuck your toes under and raise through that back leg. Now that turns the stretch into an active one. So it's a passive active stretch, which sounds a little bit of a contradiction. It's somewhat paradoxical, like all of the wonderful things in life, perhaps life itself. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently release that knee to the ground if it was lifted. Untuck your toe, and then we can rotate back round the hips into center. Just bring your legs out in front. Take a moment to notice that one leg now belongs to somebody else. I definitely feel longer through one leg. The one that we just had outstretched behind us feels longer and closer to the ground. This side, I can feel I have tension and it feels shorter, perhaps less aligned. All right, so let's experience that leveling and recalibrating of the other side. Let's lift up the knee, lower it down towards the mat. We're going to come across, place our hands about shoulder width. This leg here, we're going to extend behind us. You can lift your hips up as you rotate. Take that foot further away. You can reposition on your mat if you want to. And then you can either stay up here. Make sure you have alignment throughout both hips, so neither one is leading closer to the ground. They're both parallel with the ground. Or you can come down here. This is your first option here. Alignment through the spine. Take deep breaths in. Now, this one also is a little bit of a boost for your digestive system, as well as boosting psoas, muscle of the soul, releasing all those happy, feel-good hormones. Let's bring that foot upwards towards the sky if you're going in for that option there, and show the sole of the foot to the sky. Breathing into that stretch there, giving yourself permission to release any tension. In your own time, if you'd like to, you can very gradually return that foot back down to the floor. Tuck your toes under and raise that knee off of the ground, making this stretch an active one. So this one allows for deeper releasing, deeper opening of the hip flexors at the front of the hip, the outer thigh on the other leg, the glute, but also the psoas. If you remember where the psoas is located, we mentioned that it attaches on at the spine and it comes all the way through your pelvic girdle towards the front of your pelvis. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we can gently release the knee back down, untuck the toes. So that's not necessarily a stretch that you can actually feel, but do just know if you're in alignment, you are targeting there. Return the hips, gently work your way back upwards, coming into center. Bring both feet outwards. Wow, how do you feel now? Quite different, huh? Good, okay, so let's come round. And here we're gonna come down towards the mat. You can either just come directly down, or if you would like to, you can roll down by tucking your tailbone under. So you're gonna rotate around, tuck the tailbone under, take the feet nice and wide. You're gonna come up on diagonal with hands and gently sink down, lowering down through your low back. Use your abs, your mid-back, upper back, shoulders, your arms, your neck, your head. And I want you just to keep your feet about shoulder width apart here, and your knees anywhere between shoulder width and knee width. Shoulder width and hip width, I mean. From here, let's try some of those gorgeous camels that we did before. Now, first of all, I want you just to try this without lifting your back off of the ground. So you're literally going to be taking a deep breath in, expand through your upper abs, as well as the belly. From here, then you're going to begin to breathe out. And as you breathe out, contract through your upper abs, your mid abs, your low abs, your pelvic floor muscles. And then take a deep breath in. Try again. You're going to contract through upper abs, lower abs. Yes, all the way. Let's try that again. You're going to contract through upper, mid, low pelvic floor. And as you activate pelvic floor, as you're lying down, you might begin to feel this little bit of a rocking motion of your pelvis, where it begins to come into a posterior tilt, which leads the way for, so you can either continue on with this version that we're doing right now, where you're breathing with it, or if you would like to, you can join me in gently bringing your feet closer towards your glutes. And you can actually use the abdominals and the glutes themselves to lift your hips up off of the ground. Then take a deep breath in and work with that camel all the way down. You can rotate through the pelvis. You might notice a little bit of shaking. That's normal. That means that you've been working hard in the session, or maybe you did something previous. That means that you're activating muscles to keep you there, and you're perhaps working hard through the hip flexors, the legs, the glutes, or the abs themselves. Now we're going to breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you come down towards pelvic floor, you can really begin to squeeze through there. So this is almost like a warm-up session for our next class, where we're going to focus in on all of that gorgeousness of goddess, sacred stretching, but we're also going to work through your pelvic floor. Well done. If your hips were raised, you can gently lower them down. Let's bring one foot out in front of us. Bring the toes in towards you. You're going to bring this knee up towards you. You're going to bring it in towards your chest. And just give a gentle squeeze. You can begin to circle that knee. Now, if you'd like something more active, you can gently raise that extended leg just an inch or two off of the ground. That's going to work through your abdominals as well. But if you'd like more of a restful release of digestive system, just keep that foot on the floor and just gently being mindful to bring the toes a little bit towards your head. Perhaps take that circling around the other direction. You make that circle a bit wider. And bring it into center and release it down. Onto the other side as you bring the toes of that foot in towards. And then on the other side, bringing that knee up towards your head. Bring the thigh towards your chest. And we're just going to squeeze in first of all. And this is so releasing for your digestive system. It's lovely. It's very soothing. So we can start to circle round. So here, I'm beginning with a circling motion. This is in anti-clockwise direction. Is it? I think so. It's a clockwise direction, actually. I'm trying to work out how you see it. Let's take it around the other way. And you can really open out through your hips there. Bring that into center. Deep breath in, extend that leg away. Last one here, we're going to bring both knees up towards you. Both knees up in towards you, and just rest there for a moment. Well, let me give you the option here. You could gently rock back and forth or round in a circle, releasing each of your internal organs and boosting your kidneys as well. A lovely massage for the low back and mid back. Enjoying your breath. And gradually rocking into center. Make that a gentle, steady return. And here we can extend the legs away from us. Allow them to make full connection with the ground. Bring the toes in towards you and then release them. Feel relaxation sweep upwards through the feet, your ankles, through your low legs now. Relaxing through your knees, your upper legs. Relax through your hips. Relax through long muscles of back. Your waist. Belly and chest. You can walk your hands down towards your toes and allow your shoulder blades to slide down your back. Rotate the palms open towards the sky, outwards away from you. And as that relaxation travels up through your back, through your waist, into your belly and chest, notice as each of your organs give a sigh of relief. Feel them softening. Any tension dissolving. Feel your shoulders relax down the length of your arms, your wrists and hands. Your fingers relax. Your neck relaxes. Feel your head relax. And your ears, your eyes and your nose. Your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw and allow your eyes to soften ever more. Mouth relaxes, tongue relaxes, and your throat. Relax your brain. Take a few minutes to rest here and relax. Take a few minutes to allow your body and your organs to recalibrate. Realigning and relaxing, recalibrating in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel your digestive system, your gut, each of your organs recalibrated, deeply relaxed and soothed, rejuvenated and replenished. full energy restored, that Shakti energy filling you up, overflowing with abundance, delicious feminine energy, sacred energy. Coming back to full alertness in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your eyes were closed, you can gently begin to open them, bringing small movements to your fingers and toes. Bring small circular motions to your ankles and your wrists, your elbows and your knees, shoulders and your hips, your back, waist and belly. We can raise one knee up towards our glute. And on the same side, bring your hand out to the side, cross it over your body. With your hand raised upwards, roll onto your side. And you can use your hand to gently bring you upwards towards a seated position. Wow. How do you feel? I feel like a playful, sensual kitten. Meow. Let me know how you feel. Wow, that was absolutely gorgeous. And our bodies and our minds are truly thankful. And I'm thankful that you're here.